Hello, hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to 321 No Kiddin. Bobby the Awesome here. Bobby the Tired here. Bobby's been learning all day. We're not even on the L word. I gave up my little puppy buddy for the day so I can concentrate on class, and I learned some really cool stuff that ties into all the fun stuff that's heading your way. And I worked hard. I don't think I told you, but I have this new wonderful team that's helping me put together stuff so that I can pay attention to my day job and they can pay attention to my night job. And they're awesome, and I'm so happy, except for there's a whole lot more of them than me, and I'm having a hard time keeping up lately. But that's okay. It's all good stuff. So our letter for today was H, and I'm not really fired up about anything tonight like I was yesterday. There was one man in a room that I don't know if he was trying to pick a fight with me or if he was agreeing with me. And that's the problem, right? With social media, we can't tell the tone. Not just social media, email, text, whatever. It always makes me a little bananas that we don't hear the tone in what we're saying or understand sometimes what another person means, which is probably where some arguments start. I know they've happened in my life that way. But anyway, no soapbox tonight. We're just going to stick to our couple little H words, and I'm going to be H happy if I can sleep tonight because I did not sleep well at all last night. So, self-care activities, beginning with H. I think people are starting to get the hang of it. I saw a hula hoop out there today. That made me happy. Haircut, that's a good self-care activity, especially if you've been locked up for 3 months and couldn't get your normal routine. The other fun one I really enjoy is hiking, and I haven't done it in a while, but it's a good H self-care activity, fresh air. And the next two are recovery related. Now, don't get me wrong. If it's an activity that you're doing that isn't betting, it's recovery related. So I guess they technically all are self-care and recovery related. But my two favorites for today were being healthy. And it's another ambiguous kind of word or has more than one level of healthy. There's being healthy in our body by eating well and exercising and getting sleep. And then there's being healthy with our mind. And I loved, if you remember way back in episode 12, which feels like 100 years ago, when Guy was sharing with us how we have to treat our brain healthy and exercise it the way we would exercise our body. And that's what, to me, the continuous learning is about. That's what learning about myself and looking in the mirror is about, is trying to have a healthy attitude and a healthy mind. And that's why I was able to, instead of picking a fight on Facebook last night, I got to just kind of share my feelings with you guys. And that would be what I consider a healthy outlet. And we need healthy outlets. And it could be your GA group, or if you have a regular group like we do at the center, it could be a close friend, your sponsor. It could be anything. But to have a healthy outlet to empty your bucket and not have to go back to a bet as an outlet. So that was attractive to me today. And the next one is, I think, probably what I would consider one of the pillars of my recovery. And again, not just our body, but our mind. And it was funny when I talked to my counselor this morning, the context of the conversation was pretty much what a shitty year it's been, like legit shitty in so many ways. And not just for me. There's a lot of people that have had shitty years, and there's different variations of that. And she reminded me, she's like, oh yeah, your health too. And I hadn't thought about that. She reminded me of my H hysterectomy. And this word was applicable for my physical health with that, which is healing. And it's also such a critical part of what has to happen to our minds and our souls. What we talked about this morning with forgiveness, that's part of our healing. And I watched, before I got on a little earlier tonight, another recovery person talking about some difficult things. And I love how he reminded me, and I'm reminding you, that there's an opportunity here to do some healing, just like there's opportunity to do growing and reflecting and slowing down. I mean, the world's just such a freaking crazy place right now. And the more healing we can do of the damage that's already been done, and what we can do to, we need to heal so we don't do more damage. And what do I mean by that? I mean, and I'm not connected enough, and I don't really grasp this because it's not the world that I live in. But if people are being harmful, whether it's to the cops or to people based on their color of their skin. So say I hurt someone who looks different, hurt someone different than me. I hurt them and they don't heal. Chances are they may go hurt someone else. I think I made up an example the other day about, how, I don't even remember how the example went, but essentially that the ripple effect and the chain reaction. And that's another reason why it's important to heal. And heal was a big theme for me this last, since December, since I didn't talk to my friend there. And I don't believe that I'm completely healed. Otherwise, I would keep open dialogue because I love and I miss him and I want to be friends with him. But I think if I tried that too soon, I think that, like a scar or if you have a wound and it isn't all the way healed, maybe it's 3/4, but if you aggravate it, it reopens and it's as bad as it was when it started. And that's what I'm afraid of. So that's why I can't put myself in that situation, which is another part of my healing, is recognizing that. And it has to do with me being, honest and with myself and with him. I can't really control his sentiments on it, but for me, I know I'm not completely healed in that area. And that's probably the only area that I can think of right now that I really struggle with. And what I learned this week was that I'm a whole lot more healed than I had been all along. So that makes me happy. So, yeah, happy is another good one. I really have just stopped sticking to my criteria of 3 words a day. And I also should apologize to whatever rooms I forgot to post. I guess I's tomorrow. I lost track. I got interrupted when I was sharing my thing tonight, asking for words for my letters. So if I missed you, I'm sorry. I really do need some sleep. So I'm going to leave you nice and short and sweet, close to the 10-minute mark. And since I was crazy the last couple days and went over, thank you for listening and staying with me, by the way. I'm gonna go to bed, and we're gonna do this all over again tomorrow. I get the puppy back tomorrow. It's Friday. Our center opens on Saturday. It's my old boss's birthday on Saturday. There are a lot of things going on. So I hope, which is another good recovery word, that everyone has a marvelous evening or day, wherever you are. And I will talk to you soon. Good night.